The visual home values software is a really powerful tool that lets agents use their own MLS searches to create awesome real estate review reports and competitive CMAs. The way it works is you create your report. For example, I will name this one as example customer. And they live at Rockdale in the city of Fort Collins, Colorado, which is in an English Ranch subdivision. Once you create a report like this, you're greeted with a screen that helps guide you through the searching process. You select your MLS that you use. Then you upload your export file that you saved from your MLS. Now we have in-depth instructions on how to do that, but in this case, I just want to show you how this whole process kind of works. Just like that, I've uploaded my file. I can now choose whether I want to create a one-page, a two-page, or a multi-page real estate review. If I wanted just a quick little document to go over what's been going on in their area, to have a good discussion with clients, I can create that pretty quickly. And you can see here on this one-page report, we have a title, a couple little information boxes, and then a graph that helps clients understand the value of their house in today's market. Now, obviously, we can kind of make changes to all this pretty easily. For example, if I wanted to go ahead and change this to graph finished square feet, I can do that, and I can change that graph just like that, and then it works pretty easily. Now, this is the real estate review report where we only have a couple steps in this process. When we get to something like a CMA, let me pull up a CMA for this exact address. You'll see we have a lot more steps on the side that walks you through this entire process. It walks you through understanding your property details. You create basically a pseudo MLS page that makes a lot more sense to the everyday reader, not someone that's used to looking at MLSs. You walk through area patterns, understanding the odds of selling, the appreciation over time, and things like the buying patterns so you can understand if they're in the hot window for that house to sell. You get into pricing where you can really kind of hone in on what the house is worth based on what's sold, and you get to get really deep into positioning against the current competition when we expand to a buyer zone or an area that buyers would be finding our house as well as the homes we're competing against. This whole process works really well together and helps you create a beautiful report that you can then print or download very easily using the software. Now, this is a pretty in-depth report that you can kind of walk through, and for some people, they might want a little bit of help understanding this and presenting it. That's why we also have the CMA Coworker tool up here that can generate a presentation guide, and in just a couple quick seconds, it opens up with our full presentation script for each of the pages of the report. You can see it has the general understanding of the graph as well as some AI insights regarding the actual information there. Now we can also pull this up in another way by clicking the present option here, and you can see the AI notes are at the bottom to help walk us through and understand each of these graphs so you can really be confident in your presentation. And the best part about the visual home value software is you can create a bunch of different reports and really use it to either increase your business or to make sure you position your homes correctly. Now, if you ever need help understanding how to do this, we have tutorial videos as well as a very in-depth help center that has step-by-step instructions with pictures where you can literally walk through and understand what to do as you go through creating these reports. So hopefully that gives you a better understanding of the visual home values as a software system and how it kind of operates to help you as a real estate agent use your own MLS searches to create custom graphs that are really easy to understand, and because of that, end up giving you a competitive advantage.